Everyone's Chris. Something about this week's discussion question on how human values play into what people think about sustainability. Human values are typically how we live our lives, and what we determine, usually how we determine our life as success. Some people would want to live a life that is as little impact as possible on, and it's important to them that everything they have they use to the fullest, and they're not, using something, not throwing stuff away without that could be used for something else. Others may define their lives by hard work. Their values are hard work, and you know they at the end of the day, they're whether or not they've been successful is determined by how tired they are, or how much they were able to get done during the course of that day. As far as my own local culture, upbringing, personal experiences, worldviews, I can definitely see how it affects my view of sustainability as I started to put this project together. Um, Specifically in the fact I grew up in a small farm area in the middle of Massachusetts, and the my grandfather from a very early age kind of drilled into us that you can use things over and over again. So even now, the idea of buying store bought pitcher for lemonade and stuff just baffles my mind when I can use an old milk jug that has been washed out and cleaned. So the idea of reusing products over and over again until they hit a point where they're no longer have a useful life has really been a big portion of how I grew up. And I believe is another piece of that has always been this idea of a larger community. Has always been something that my mother instilled in us, where just because it's not immediate family doesn't mean that you they're not family in general. Growing up, we had people with having issues would always stay with us for a time being until they get back on their feet. Whatever we had was open to anybody, as long as they needed it. The idea of paying stuff back definitely really was a huge issue for my family, because you get it back in kind, and when you put some of that stuff out there. So it's that type of stuff is what I look at when I'm kind of looking at the sustainability of a future city. Is something that we could kind of build on, is this idea of helping others in our community that may not necessarily be directly family in any way, but just a general human kindness.